Not at this time.
All right. That is the ruling of this court. Court officer, can you please, Mr. Burke, escort the jurors out the back?
Did you pay them?
I will pay them as they walk out.
How the fuck am I gonna pay
Liz
400K?
getting paid?
Yeah.
Hey, Liz.
You spent
Hi,
the day not
Liz.
working. You
Yeah.
have to get paid.
Yeah, because if I do
Hey, Liz.
anything with that, I'm
Ghost
gonna
in
get
the
like a
past.
million
Yeah.
years.
Let's
Alright,
So
I
the
need to go eat.
Fine overdue.
Hey,
That's an,
Dean.
Gene?
it's an
Yeah, I was just about to
obscene
say
amount
that.
of fines.
Eugene, I own a big truck.
Okay.
I miss a
that's
lot.
good. I'm glad you have a truck. It's,
Oh, it's
I listen, I got a big truck and I got diamond pickaxes. You can just work it
oh,
out.
okay. Everyone here to the
yeah.
mines.
yeah, people can help you pay it off. I actually, I
400K.
don't
How
care.
did you
That's
come
fine.
up to
we encourage
400K? Or like a million.
Street value plus above
No,
the
that's
cost of
nowhere
doing
near that
business.
that's
But yeah,
nowhere near
it's
the value.
it has to be more than the cost of doing business.
Yeah,
is
but
the
it's not
idea.
even close to the value.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. I don't necessarily disbelieve you.
How many hours of sleep?
I do have pet rocks.
How was this?
so if
You
that
want to pop
helps.
your hands up for me, Eugene?
Oh dear, oh me.
Are we all going to the mines to help Eugene pay his fines?
No, I don't think there's any. I'm
Yeah.
going to bed.
Okay, Eugene said
You
he's going
did
to
I'm
bed.
tired. I'm ill
Me
and tired.
too.
Eugene is standing for an hour and a half.
Oh,
waiting
this
for the
trial
jury, exhausted you
was-
as much as it's exhausted.
No,
me.
I'm ill, so I woke up ill.
Oh, jeez.
So I
I'm
was
sorry.
like, fuck it,
Wait,
whatever.
wait. What kind of ill?
Tuesday?
Just, you know, I
This
think
was
I
being aired.
sneezed
Let me
maybe
be specific.
900 times in the last 24 hours.
We'll process
Don't
with
pass
the,
it to me,
the-
okay? I already get the sniffles.
We can take him
What the
up to
fuck is the
prison,
woke
whatever.
mind
I do
virus?
need to pop
All
this
right.
on
If you guys
something.
have any questions,
Thank
you
you.
can come up and ask me.
No, I
I'm
haven't
all
been
good,
near
Your
that
Honor. Mr.
shithole.
Chapman may well do there.
Well, what the fuck, wagon?
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Going for
That's
contempt?
bad.
I'm kidding.
Go, Eugene, or do you want to hang out with your lawyer?
Set me off.
Alright, follow me answer my call then.
Oh, no, he's hit
Just
you with the just send me. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Let's
fair.
go
And so do
bad,
I,
you
honestly.
I've got to
Don't
go.
know
I've got
how
a
y'all
I need
do
to
it,
make a
but-
report specifically for that.
What concert?
Oh, okay. Well, whenever. I'm not
Oh,
that worried about
shit.
it.
That sounds good.
I've got cash.
I'll just make a simple one.
Ow! What are you doing?
That's a you, not me.
Oh, my tablet.
Oh,
Take your tablet.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Jeez. Thank you.
I don't know what the hell you had to fall for that.
Look, I'm a low blood sugar, right? I'm so hungry right now. So.
You want some food? I'll give you some food.
Appreciate all your help.
That lady gave
sorry.
me a
looking for.
copy of all my money.
I prefer homemade. I'm good.
Okay.
Keep
I
it
searched her
simple.
earlier. She's got like $4 grand on her, man. She had a kill in here.
Oh my god. It's crazy. Alright. You need anything from me, Your Honor?
Hmm.
No, you're good to go. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
And you're almost paid.
Is there anything
Need to
more
hold
than
on.
the bailiff?
What is the normal pay for
I need to hold in his
a
fucking
lawyer
hand
for a big trial like this?
Oh my god, he would not
The
relent
last bench
about
trial,
that.
or the last trial I did that was this long.
I signed a
I
form.
think it was. Tiomi paid me
Alright, can we
$32.50.
get you going? It's already done. I am what you need.
All right. Have you added as a lawyer? Let me print out your receipt here.
You what? It's nice one.
Did you get that?
Probably.
All right. Well, I gave you $3,300 for that. You put on a hell of an effort, and there was a lot of evidence to go through. So I
3,300.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for dealing with this thing, whatever that was.
That seems like a very small
sorry
amount.
about The weird stuff. It's just I have a very low tolerance for it.
It's just, yeah. I think my problem was their entire case was built on weird, and it got overturned. It's just a whole mess. So.
Yeah, I would suggest that if you thought that something was incorrect on the objections, definitely see if Supreme Court thought I misruled on the law.
Oh, I'm not challenging
No,
that
okay.
necessarily. I think that the problem stands.
It's the whole case.
Today is 4/7.
So I was trying to make
think I have something
in the
tomorrow.
same way that they were able to get the warrant signed. So yeah, that was
That's the issue with different judges. I would have.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say what's what, but
No,
when it
I know.
comes to weirdness, like I said, a very very low tolerance.
Yeah. Yep. It's all good.
But
I get it.
I appreciate you moving on when I said move on. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm getting a call from the police.
Good. Good.
Hey, Sharp, what's up?
Excellent.
Uh,
Oh wait, I remember reading about this one.
Thank you for your hair. That was a pleasant sight.
Wasn't this
let's see. I have to remember how to bill him.
I thought I recognized the voice. Hold on.
Holy shit, Tiomi's here. Let me get Tiomi to do it.
Give me a moment. Let me get his state ID up.
version 110?
400,000?
Yeah, I'm reading. What was the issue with this one? Oh, I do remember reading about this one.
Go.
Did he not This was for Didn't he sign the warrant for this one?
Hey there. I was taking
Hey.
notes that whole time. I'm curious, did I miss them? The police.
Wait, no, this is a different one.
Possession, because honestly, they never
Yeah.
went into the weapons. So I know you probably can't tell me how they got there, but I'm curious how they got there on the weapons.
Yeah, I can't mention anything that was talked about back there.
I
The
understand.
third,
but,
you want a three or you want to
I
spell
was
it out?
shocked that they found him guilty of the weapons trafficking,
You said
because
the
it didn't really
third?
seem to come up. So that was my
You
notes
want
on
to
it.
spell it
And
out or
I don't know if you can
just a
answer
three?
this, but was the
Third, like-
PC hearing before or after they requested a jury trial?
Okay, because of third, yep.
That I don't know, because there was some oddness about when they charged him, right? That was the thing.
What's your reasoning
Yeah,
why you
I
want your
heard
name
that at the
changed?
end.
Why did he?
Because to me, it seemed like they only
That's not
put
good.
a jury trial because the judge said that there was PC, but then their whole argument was there's no PC. So I was
Do you
really thrown
understand it
off by
costs
Mr. Chapman's argument that
$15,000 to
whole
change
thing.
your name?
Like I said, I can't really discuss anything that goes on back there. All I can say is if a rule of law question happened, I can answer it, and if they misruled on the law, I would be able to change that.
Exceptions, it's a big change.
All right, I get it. Yeah, I just
I mean, I can leave
I
this
had some issues with the way
pending,
Mr.
but
Chapman's
I
arguing.
cannot
I'll have
change
to
the
go
name
talk
until I
with
get
him about it
paid.
then, so I'll leave you alone.
All right, have a good one. Thank you.
And then you ain't getting the name change.
I think Wagon may have messed up on this one.
Gotta make that money.
Your Honor, I'm here for an unrelated question if you got a second.
Sure, but can you get in contact with the court officer, because I want to pay him money, the bailiff.
Yeah.
I swear I heard Annabelle somewhere.
That's weird. Oh my God. I'm in airplane mode. That's why I cannot call him. Oop, he is. Well, his phone might still be off, so.
No worries.
Was
Yeah.
it Whitmore?
No, Peter Burke.
No, it was Burke.
Buck, okay.
I do not have my radio, so I couldn't check if he's on.
Yeah, I remember reading about this.
On radio, I can pull that up.
The main thing I
It
remember.
was literally just to get
Yeah.
money because he sat here and did this.
Yeah,
Remember reading that he should not have signed off on the warrant. That's right.
Oh no. Let me see
Yeah,
if he's
it's
on
not the end of the
duty.
world.
Account. Sorry, not account. A note on profile. Yeah, he's not
No.
even clocked on anymore.
Because I think it would have to be a
Secret
cash
book?
bonus. I don't know if I can add him and just put money on, like as a lawyer or something. Oh, you can? Okay, that's easy then.
That's how I
This
do
isn't
it.
for Jerome.
Lawyer, then pay them, and then make a note on the thing that you paid him for, being a bailiff.
All right. Yeah, I'll look at his profile then and decide if I want to add something for somebody to pay him.
Yeah, the question, since I already spoke to Justice Luna, she did say she's okay with the courthouses being used for mock trials. I had a different question. How often is the one up north being used, the courthouse, that is?
You were the second person to ask that today.
I'm not surprised considering there's another person that's thinking about mock trials, so.
Yeah, it was both mock trials and talking about up north.
Mhm.
So, mock trials, however, wherever, whenever, I will try to support you the best I can. If you want to get that shit done, get it fucking done.
Oh yeah, I'm always gonna be explaining to everybody taking part that in a case where we are at a venue and that is necessary for something official, we are running out as soon as possible. So everybody at any mock trial will be ready to vacate and forget about everything in case there's an actual trial that needs to happen. So that's why I'm asking which courthouse is being used a lot less, so we don't have
The
to
one
worry
up
about
north is a lot less.
it. I assumed so. Okay, then I think we'll do that because obviously we'll be reaching out and letting you know in case we want to do something like that. But that is, that is to get ahead of maybe a scheduled case. But obviously people can ask for a bench trial at any time. So if there ever comes to a point where we are at a place that needs to be used for a bench trial, we'll. I guess we'll probably stay to listen because it's
Okay, this
experience regardless, and people who come to a mock trial probably need experience.
this one was fine, but the other one does not. Okay, but
Get out of your hair now. Ta-ta.
Have a good one.
Thank
you for your service.
Enjoy figuring out the technical side of things.
Nobody can figure out why that happened. That was rough without a clerk.
what was rough? What was rough about it?
Literally my nightmare. The whole thing. Every single thing that you would think, man, James Wagon would hate if this happened. Every single one of those happened in sequential order.
Yeah, and it sounds like it went on for a good 4 hours.
Yeah. So first, I clocked in early today and was like, oh, I should put together a jury reports because it's hard to link them all into all the reports and shit. So, because that would require the police to do it, and it's just pain in balls. So I made a small little shared group on the MDT, and I started writing up a report. Well, the only way to get all of the information is to take screenshots of every piece of information. Well, that means that I was taking pictures of every report and then having to add that as a screenshot and then add that as evidence and then label it correctly so they would be able to see and understand which piece of evidence is which. And yeah, and then when they finally were done, like when I did that, I was still in the trial when I finished, by the way. Like very much almost to the end of trial. Oh, thank you.
Since they're about to go bad, so
yeah. And the fucking so then we had technical difficulties where they could not see the evidence at all. All of those pictures that I grabbed and took 4 hours to do, they couldn't see any of it. The juror who was a cop could when she was on duty as a cop. So basically what happened was she had to read everything to everybody else, and I had to make sure that it was correct and factual. And there was a lot of evidence.
Sounds like it was the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah, and the IT guys have no idea why they couldn't see it. Their response was, "Huh, that shouldn't be that way."
One thing I did notice is that you actually signed off on a warrant regarding for this case.
It was, if I remember correctly, it was the 1615. I wasn't aware of it until like we were going through evidence. Actually, no, I wasn't fully aware of it until now. I thought it might be that. I didn't look it up though.
No, it was for a different person they were charging. Jerome Monty.
Hello.
Hello.
Where'd you come up with 400K?
Sentencing guidelines.
Who wrote those fucking guidelines?
I went on the shorter end of things by a lot.
But it was, I mean, those guns sell for $500 each now, Wagon.
I mean, there was a lot of drugs.
There was some drugs. It was mostly pills. And a couple syringes of crock.
I can't really explain any part of the verdict, but 400K was a reasonable amount for the sentencing guidelines. And I'm getting a phone call.
I'm just trying to figure out the math.
I'll explain it more in a second. Jay's Wagon. Good, how are you? Okay. All right. That sounds like something I'm gonna have to talk to my justices about.
Take this real quick.
Oh. Thanks.
I'm about to go to bed, so.
Oh. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You cannot put them in solitary, shackled, and cuffed.
What in the goddamn hell's going up at that prison?
Yeah. I'll try to let the justices know ASAP so they can figure out if they want to go through with that. Yep. Thank you. Bye bye. All right. Sorry about that.
Oh, good.
Well, so what were we saying? The 400K?
I just was, yeah, just the math. Like, because one of the concerning things was that it was said to me that they did the math based on crocodile because the assumption was those pills were going to turn into, each pill was going to turn into one syringe of croc. So I'm trying to understand that.
So the sentencing guidelines, without giving you an exact number, for the minimums, I came close to picking the minimum amounts for all the charges, both monetarily and time served or time wise.
But you guys accept plea agreements below the minimums? I'm not being sarcastic. That's my
Yes,
genuine question.
we sometimes they don't realize what the minimums actually are, or it also depends on how much of the XYZ there is.
Yeah, which that I understand, but I mean, I had guys
so
with 200 plants get 3 years and $150,000 fine.
So basically, the math on it, if I was gonna say anything, would be like it would be like I imagine there was a small amount of weapons and a large amount of drugs.
Okay. The other issue is he can't pay those fines off because he has Polito fines on his record. Do we know if that's in the works?
I have no idea how any of that works. I know he just got billed, and I think he can work off some of his money up in prison in the mines.
No, they can't if they have Polito fines.
Oh, well, I am certainly not the person to ask about that then.
All right, I'll wait for Luna. I tried calling her. I think she went to bed.
Yeah, I think she did too. She worked really hard helping me today.
Oh, good. Well, hey, this was my last criminal case, so that was great.
That's
Nice.
good.
I have to do Carter's last case as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, I guess I technically have another one, but it's the governor, so
Yeah.
that's different. Were you in the courtroom that day?
I was sitting up here, but I was ultra cooked.
Okay. I called in, John Law from the federal government to preside over it. I just didn't know if I assumed all of you were in here because I saw you all in here at one point, so I just wanted to verify before,
Yeah, that was,
jump
I
into the
believe,
extremes.
all of us except Luna. Luna was here at the start and left.
Yeah, and I don't want any. I mean, since I could just see it now, Winsong appointed Luna judging it, I could just see the mess that could create. So, ain't no
Wait,
damn way.
was Lars here? Was he the judge on that?
He was the judge that gave her perjury.
Okay.
Yeah. But you know what? Thank God, because I don't think he would rule fairly for her. So, that's another. That's
Not my
another,
place to say. Yeah.
another day.
Thank
all
you
right.
for not killing me with like really convoluted motions, because I know there were some that were there.
Yeah, it was. I was trying to balance it and make it somewhat even keeled for the cops. It unfortunately backfired. I probably won't ever do that again. But again, it's my last case for general citizens, so that's okay.
I wish I could tell you whether or not that backfired. I can't even talk about anything that they talked about. All I can say is I really didn't interrupt them hardly ever, except for technical difficulty stuff. They were on their own.
I didn't think you would. Is there other judges I think would? Yeah, but I don't think you would. So
yeah. You can double check. The court officer was Burke. He was obviously there to be able to listen at all times to make sure I didn't say anything that I shouldn't.
No, I'm not concerned about that at all. Like, even slightly. We would have had to have several recesses, and it would have been a very complicated case where he probably would have had to do a bunch of research on specific evidence rules and shit like that. That would have delayed everything even longer. So, that's interesting for the future, I suppose. But I also wanted motions to stop going back and forth on the docket. So,
yeah, like I said, it's just super appreciate that.
yeah, because who wants to be buried in paperwork every day? Not me. All right.
Nor I.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go stand in front of a bus, but I hope you two have a wonderful rest of your day.
You as well.
You as well. Make
Thank
sure
you.
I'm not driving that bus.
I mean, we could kill two birds with one stone.
You know, I have a
Something to
tattoo I
consider.
won't show you right now, but it's tire tracks along my back from when the justice system threw me under the bus. So
Remember that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it happens. It happens. I'm not feeling type of way. He wants to know about the 400, so he called me and I said I would ask.
but
That's all.
I know you're probably trying to get out of here, but there's two lawyers who today asked about mock trials and about using the court up north. If you have any interest at all in helping them, feel free to find them. It was one of the jurors asked after the trial.
The fuck?
It's completely separate matter.
No, I know. Which one was that? Is that the bald one?
Which one was bald?
The one that's also an LSPD officer?
I think so. I think she asked me something.
The foreman? Was that wait? Is that the one that asked if we were mock trials?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, she said she was a lawyer too. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and jury selection. So. Oh, good. And what's the other one?
I gave him his bar today. I don't remember. He seemed pretty fucking knowledgeable. It was before the court case, so I don't think I have a easy way to look it up.
Oh, okay. Yep, the one that we removed from got it. The jury as well. But I don't actually remember why.
He was super geeked about being able to be a juror.
Well, why did we remove his ass? Oh, you know what? They removed him. That's right. That was their removal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh well, it is what it is. I mean, I'm happy to help him. Just not gonna. The only time I'll stand there is if my sole client, is accused of a crime. So.
Yeah, I mean, however you want to help them, whether it's financially, whether it's this is a good way to set up a mock trial, whatever. I just want people to do shit that they're interested in. I'm not going to be the judge that says, oh, I'll set it up and not let anybody do it and then not set it up. No, you guys want to do that shit, fucking go for it. I'll help you as best I can.
Fair enough. Yeah, well, if they reach out to me, happy to. But I have a sole obligation of getting the governor back in office right now, and once that's settled, then I can probably help folks. So.
All right. I just figured I'd give you a heads up in case they reached out.
Yeah, all good. Yeah, I've had a few. There's the vampire one that's reached out to ask and stuff too. So
Vampire?
Yeah, there's one that looks like a vampire.
Oh, that's the other guy I gave the bar to. God damn it.
This isn't looking good for you.
No, maybe I have a type.
Vampire stereotype?
I'm concerned.
Vampires might be my type. Was the juror who got kicked off the panel, was he a werewolf possibly?
Maybe.
Huh.
I mean, I didn't see him with his shirt off, so I can't tell for sure, but
Yeah, and he wasn't here when the moon was out, so
Gonna take that to mean you're on Team Jacob.
I don't even know what that means.
Okay, that's all right.
I'm not kidding. I don't.
Old Twilight reference.
Okay.
I mean, I understood it.
I bury my head in the sand when it comes to pop culture.
I just don't remember. Well, the other guy's name was Edward, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Well. Okay. I will catch up with you guys later.
All
Yep,
right.
see
Have
you
a good
around.
one.
See you.
Liz, you said you were going? Or
I said I was
staying?
going.
I thought you gave me food because you're like, hey, I'm gonna go. Here's
Oh no, I said I was almost going bad. That's what I said.
Oh, okay. Holy shit, it was really almost going bad.
Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, I'm all filled up. That might be good for a couple more seconds.
Oh no, it's fine for a bit.
If you say so. So you missed like the whole case, huh?
Yeah, only just came in and then there. I didn't think it'd still be going on, honestly.
Well, the first however long of deliberations were just IT issues. And one juror was able to access it because of the IT issues, and the others couldn't. So they wanted to like wait until they could all access it together, and that never ended up being able to be something that happened.
I see.
So the one who had access had to read it off, and I had to just sit there and silently read along with them to make sure that they weren't misstating or missing anything or stuff like that.
Okay.
I might have added DOJ to be able to see it. I don't know if.
Yeah, I should be able to see it if you're able to see it.
Well, I made it, so that's why I can see it. But it was report 13939. Obviously, don't look at the names of the jurors or what have you. Your clerk, I think you can see it. Are you able to see report 13939? Can you see the evidence panel?
Evidence. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, and you see how many pieces of evidence are there?
There's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I had to screenshot every single piece of evidence from the MDT to put in the report so they'd be able to read it all. And then they couldn't fucking read it. And it took me 4 hours to do it in the first place. And it added probably an extra hour of fucking deliberation time. Literally my nightmare. It just could not have been worse.
Why couldn't they read it?
We don't know. The evidence tag just wasn't there. Like the LSPD member who was part of the jury could fucking sign on duty and see it just fine because they were added on, even though they weren't added on. Well, they might have been added on as officer, but at that time, I don't think they were. I just had it shared at that time with the jury pool, not organization, but group I made. And so she was able to, when she was clocked in as a police officer, see the evidence tab and see all of those pictures. But the other two, as civilians, could not. I thought about maybe I should give them the bar license and see if that helps, but I didn't because I didn't know if that would work or not, and I would forget to undo it probably.
That is rather strange.
Yeah, and I was trying to text through help support on the MDT, some IT guys, and their responses were basically, I don't know why that is, or that's strange. That's not supposed to happen.
Well, maybe they'll have a fix for next time. And
well, I had suggested much earlier in the day how to actually fix it. The way is to make a DOJ rank that can look at reports like that, like called a ranked juror or something. And then you could even pay them fucking hourly.
well, I think the issue is that what's called if they were in the DOJ at all, that they would have the permission to be able to like change stuff and see a bunch of stuff and stuff they're not supposed to.
Exactly, which is why we couldn't go with just hiring them on by myself. I'm more saying like the IT specialists come in and make it so there's a rank that can only see like related reports or something.
I mean, they just need to fix it so that if it's been shared with you, you should be able to see it.
No, that they need to do more than that because I spent 4 hours screenshotting all those pictures. You notice how some of them say finally at the end?
Where?
For the evidence.
Oh, I see that, yeah.
So that was because it was taking me so long, and I finally finished one of the fucking reports that I had to write finally.
And you hate paperwork, too. There was a lot to these reports. Yeah. Probably needs to be a better way to share the reports. I mean, you could just share the reports with them directly, right? Is there any reason you couldn't do that?
I did do that. I shared it with them directly. I directly linked them as lawyers. I linked them as officers. I linked it to the group they were in and to them directly. Like it was just fucked. I don't know why. Like when that cop was off duty, they could not see that there was an evidence tab that even existed. And when they signed on duty, they were able to see all of the evidence. By the way, I made a simple report, State v. Zuckerberg. I just wrote 2 fucking sentences in it. If you can figure out how to make that look like it's supposed to, feel free. See, I hate this when there are no other judges around because I forget what I'm supposed to do after a trial, like paperwork wise. Sometimes Nim is here to help.
I think you just read a report regarding your Missy State trial. One second, let me find it for you.
The report I started was 13974. Do I have to share it with DOJ for you to see it?
No, I see it. I'm looking for best way to see how to do reports is to copy of someone else, and I'm trying to look for the one report done by.
They actually have templates. Can you see them?
Where are the templates located?
I don't remember. Might be the docket. Might also be reports.
Oh, look at report 13417. Now, I don't think you need to do all that, but that's
I can't write a verdict I did not have a verdict.
Oh, that's true. But you can write your sentencing at least.
I did. And the
Um,
one I showed you.
I guess that's true. Yeah, you don't really need to put down anything else as long if you're
I
not the
mean,
one
if you
giving.
want to make it look pretty and have big fucking punctuation and colors and what have you, fucking go for it. I put all the information that you would need there.
Honestly, I think it's fine as long as there's did anybody get like contempt or anything like that? That's the case. Probably we should put that in there.
Actually, no.
Rare.
One person ended up getting arrested at some point. I think maybe for shooting Croc in the peanut gallery, but I didn't deal with it. I'm not a cop. Somebody else did. I think it was brought to my attention, and I said, "I'm not a cop. You figure it out."
There.
The cop is the one who brought my attention to it.
Hmm. Yeah, I think it's fine.
I mean, make it look pretty. Do what you have to do.
I'm not sure what I have to do. I think it's fine like as is. You
Okay.
didn't take a transcript or anything like that, so there's not. You don't need to add that. And let's go. You don't need to write your reasoning for a verdict because the jury was the one to do that. So there's nothing really else you need to add. I don't fully understand jury trials, so a little bit out of my depth.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm the same way with civil trials. I'm a little bit shaky on jury trials, but not too bad. It's more of the exact specifics that I'll get tripped up on. Like reading jury instructions. Or like when challenges are made. I didn't even do the jury selection because I was busy getting all those pictures set up. I had Morgan do it, and nobody had any issues with that.
I have like zero knowledge about any of that, so I'd probably have to learn.
Yeah, so for jury selection, what happens is potential jurors come in and you randomize selection and you call them all up and then you start asking them questions to disbar them. Or not disbar, but bar them from being a juror in that case.
What would be reasons
Things
to bar
like,
them?
do you have a felony?
Okay.
Do you know the defendant, and if so, how? Is it a personal? Is it a professional? Is it an acquaintance? Just things of that nature, like things that reasons you shouldn't be on the trial.
Okay.
Which your job as a police officer does not mean that you cannot be on a trial.
I think it's also interesting to give other people a little bit of perspective of what it's like to be a judge.
Oh, with deliberation, yeah.
We had to go through, have like evidence presented to you and see what's like have people make their case before you and then make a verdict.
I will say that is my least favorite part of the jury trial. The fact that I had to explain laws and such, and I had to still pay enough attention to rule on objections and motions, but I couldn't do really anything else.
Oh, you didn't like that you were just the arbitrator of it?
I was the paperwork bitch. My job was literally like paperwork bitch. Make sure everybody can see what they need to see, make sure they're all fucking fed, and make sure that they're not taking too long in the back.
So you don't like it?
That kind of sucked a little bit.
Well, yeah, I
it
guess.
was nice that the jurors got to experience what it's like to rule on a trial, but kind of sucked that very early on in my career I'm doing a jury trial. Like the public still doesn't know how I rule on shit and how I think.
Well, I think just being able to arbitrate things in a manner that's like that makes things flow well. I think that's fine. But I think you may have struggled about this time of it.
Yeah, because fucking I don't like working with Reginald Chapman.
What's that?
Knows too much. Don't like his arguments. Is very, very, very into procedure when procedure is sometimes obscure or not knowledge that is readily available to every member of our state. Plus, you know, the weird argument in court.
I didn't see that part, but I'm assuming it was.
There was an objection weird.
Oh.
A few of them.
I realized I recognized that guy. I feel like I'm pretty confident that was a guy who way back when I was head of the PDO, he was wanting to be a lawyer, and I said he had to be a paralegal for a day, and he scoffed at that. And so what I did is I said, it's called a bench trial was happening. I said, all right, you want to do it? All right, here's your chance. Go do the bench trial right now. I just threw him up there, and his voice was shaking a little bit and everything. I think I scared him a bit into it. But what's called? I didn't see him after that. But I think that's him now.
I highly doubt that somebody who was able to do what he just did in court was shaky when called upon for a mock trial.
It wasn't a mock trial. It was a real trial.
Okay, I still find it crazy that you think that they would be shaky.
It was just like his voice was what do you call that? Like he could hear his voice shaking a bit. It was his first time ever being up in front of a bunch of people, so I can understand why.
Was it his first time?
Well, at the time, yeah. I mean, he picked it up pretty quickly though, and he got the hang of it. But I purposely pushed him at, like, so that he would have to publicly speak in front of a bunch of different people. Because he said he was confident. He's like, oh, well, you're not going to give me my car license right away? Oh. I'm like, all right, let's see it then. Let's prove yourself. Here's your test.
Maybe. I don't know. Sounds like it was before my time, though.
No, you were there. I'm pretty sure you were there actually at the time, too.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember him.
I barely remembered him, too. It's just that his voice sounded really familiar, and as I was talking to him, I'm like, oh, yeah, he is that guy, isn't he? Just surprising, because I very rarely remember people, but I guess he left an impression on me.
I'll be honest, I'm getting to the point where everybody's voice is familiar, so I recognize everybody's voice and I never know where it's from.
Makes sense. For me, I mean, I'm having trouble even recognizing people voices or their parents and all the amount of people I see come up to me and be like, oh, hey, listen. I'm like, hey, you.
Yeah, I mean, when we met, I kind of stuck on your leg for a little bit. I was like, Liz, we should start a firm. And then I was like glued to you while we talked about all the cases.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad thing. I like that.
I still think it's crazy that Dan just like saw me one day and was like, Wagon, your PDO head, fix it. And I was a month into having my bar.
Oh yeah, we were going through lawyers pretty fast back then. Things weren't in a good situation, and I don't think Dan was a very good supreme leader thing, whatever you call it.
There was a time there, it was during Dan's reign, where we had a lot of lawyers ready to go at one time. Like right before I officially became PDO head, but was already the head. Back when MRPD, or not, back when the fucking PD across the street was the only PD police ever used, and lawyers didn't have to travel far. We had a shit ton of lawyers.
Yeah. I don't really know. Like, I know there was like a lot of politics among the judges back then, but I don't think that's the case anymore because now judges are elected. I mean, I'm sure there's a little bit of politics, but like,
I mean, I did no politicking at all. I went on Birdie and said, I know things. And I went to the debate stage and said, I know things. And I got voted in.
I mean, I don't mean that kind of politics. That's like actual, that's very literal politics. I'm talking about like the kind of politics involved with, you know, people you're working with.
Do you mean like the interpersonal politics?
Yeah, like the power hierarchy, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, I'm able to get impeached if I fuck up. But the justices aren't really too keen on impeaching judges.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing. Like, if, for example, you are really disliked, there's a very high chance that someone could push for you to be impeached. Like, for instance, if you had a ruling that caused someone to be very angry, and they had some status, there could maybe be some issues. But you haven't done anything like that, right?
I mean, every case, everybody has status, and I've
That's right.
only ruled against people so far. Well, actually, no, that's not one true. That one guy represented him pro se against the governor, and the governor was what they used for PC. So I said that's not PC. The governor isn't a cop. But
That's a good question though. Like, if a judge were to say that though, would that be PC?
no,
Only
that's
cop?
how I landed. Yeah, no. If I just say that guy shot that guy, and police don't have any other evidence, no, that's he said, she said. I don't care if I'm a judge. I'm not a cop witnessing it, so I can't arrest you. There are a couple of minutia laws that support it, like the knowledge of one cop is the knowledge of all cops is a thing that's been ruled on. So if one cop saw you do something and can arrest you for it, then others can as well on that cop's statement that you did those things.
Okay.
But generally, it's just only police would count for just PC for just one statement. Now, if there's a bunch of other evidence or a bunch of other statements, and I mean a bunch, and things that point to that, then that could, you know, create beyond a reasonable doubt. But I'm pretty sure all of my rulings have pissed people off. I pissed off the chief of police before she was chief of police. At least I think she's chief now. The one who was chief of police before he became chief of police, which I don't think he's chief anymore. I think he's just something. Let's see. I pissed off. That was Knight and Hollow for reference. I was talking about. Pissed off Wrangler because I ruled that his discovery window was closed. So he's another one I probably pissed off. And then just now, I mean, if the rumor is true that that Zuckerberg character owns the pawn shop, then he might have some status. I don't know. I've never met him.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think maybe thankfully, I'm not sure if thankfully is the right word, but I think Uriel definitely pissed him off more than he did for Wrangler. So I don't think you have to worry too much about that.
I literally told Uriel after, I was like, thanks for pulling aggro.
Yeah.
And Tiomi's like, no, Wrangler holds grudges. He'll still remember. And I said, dog, Uriel did that shit 20 minutes after me. No chance in hell he remembers.
I'm sure he remembers, but now his focus is targeted more on Uriel. But I heard what's it called? Did I hear that? I think I heard Lars saying that he got like a talking to or something like that. Uriel.
Oh, really?
I think so.
So you're gonna have to figure out with a clerk or something how I'm supposed to do any follow up on what I did, because I don't think that's correct, and I don't think the right people are linked into it.
Linked into what?
The State v. Zuckerberg trial, where I just put my ruling.
I mean, I'm sure there's some things that can be done to spruce it up, but it has what's need to be done. If anything, you might need to put.
Who it's shared with.
I don't think.
I'm not looking for might needs at this point. I want like an exact clerk does it this way kind of deal.
I mean, if it's a jury trial, maybe you should put the jurors for it.
No, it's anonymous.
Because the jurors are ultimately the ones who decided things, so.
Jurors are meant to be anonymous.
Well, yeah, but there's what's called, if they were to be called in for something similar or something stemming from this case, then they would need to be noted so that they wouldn't be called in as jurors for that case, sort of thing.
They are noted in my jury trial report that I shared with them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think this is fine as is. I don't really know what else would be needed for a jury trial. I mean, you have the lawyer for him. Probably should, rather than Mr. Zuckerberg, have his full name, but other than that.
I mean, I disagree. I think during rulings and things of that nature, unless there is another Mr. Zuckerberg or there is a Mr. Zuckerberg involved in the case, that should be fine.
Well,
Mr. is actually a title, so it's a form of respect to call somebody Mr. in their last name.
It's more that for the sake of someone who wants to look it up, if they look up Zuckerberg, how they know which Zuckerberg it is.
Are you saying for the title?
No, for just for your verdict. Or what do you call it? Just the note in there. Like looking at this, I could look up any kind of Zuckerberg, and it could be, I don't know how many Zuckerbergs we have in the city here.
Yeah, but the title name says State v. Zuckerberg.
Yeah, that's fine for the sake of shortening things
That's
for a
the
trial.
name of the docket posting.
I'm not denying that. Well, I guess yeah, they can look at the posting there.
That's why I'm saying State v. Zuckerberg is the name of the docket posting.
I guess it's not an issue unless there's another Zuckerberg, like you said.
Yeah, during like a verdict or a ruling or things like that, you wouldn't write out somebody's full name. It's kind of degrading.
Really? I wouldn't find that to be the case at all.
This court has found Liz, curly-haired Bajek, guilty of drug trafficking. This jury has found Mr. Bajek guilty of drug trafficking. Which sounds worse? Your full name?
Well, it would be defendant, so it'd be defendant Liz Bajek or defendant Mr. Bajek.
Yeah, so
defendant Mr. Bajek sounds pretty weird.
That's because you have a short name.
Defendant Mr. Wagon.
Yeah, but my first name isn't that short, so it makes sense. But yeah, if jury found Mr. Wagon guilty of drug trafficking.
Well, it's because Mr. isn't the title for the person. The title is defendant.
Yes, it is. No, that is a form of respect as a title when you call somebody Mr. in and documents of this sort.
I mean, I always refer to people by their rank or their title, and even in most military, it's referred to as, you know, like deputy, whatever, or defendant, or, you know, prosecutor, whatever.
That's because that's how lawyers and police have to write things. When it comes to rulings and court decisions, forms of respect are extremely important.
I mean, if you say so, it's
Almost anywhere else, I would say, yeah, put his full name, but like in an official court document that's saying what happened, it would be Mr. Zuckerberg. Kind of like how they call the president of the United States Mr. President.
well, that's his title though.
Mr. is a title. It's
Well, president is
what
his title.
called?
Mister is like a.
It's something before a title. Like if you were Esquire. If you were Elizabeth Esquire, that would,
You could just
and
do
I wrote that.
Mr. Eugene Zuckerberg. I don't think there's any issue with it like that.
I don't know. You'll talk to clerk or Lars about it. I think I'm pretty confident that the way I did it is the correct way.
Okay.
Again, it has something to do with their full name being derogatory, kind of like the way your mom calls your full name when she's angry at you.
Yeah, that happens sometimes, but also my mom just
Yeah,
sometimes says my full name
that's-
just because.
So on like a report, if I was writing a report that said, or a witness statement that said I saw Eugene Zuckerberg do XYZ, I would say it that way. But because it's a court document, a legal finding, you are to use his name, not his full name, but his name and title.
Okay.
Or, so if it was Mr. Zuckerberg Esquire, I don't know if Esquire is the right one, but there are a couple more besides Mr.
Okay. I might have to do some research on it, but I'll trust you on it.
That's why I say ask Lars. He would probably know. The same way I say Judge Wagon as opposed to Judge James Wagon.
Well, that's fine because, you know, judge is the title there, and the
Yeah. Mr. is the title. You can choose not to be called Mr. And that's not like a recent development. That's been a thing for a long time.
Okay, I
There
can
are
kind of see it by
other
the logic.
like I forget, it's not surname, but it's something similar in that vein, like a pronoun type deal.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's probably a special name, like a title pronoun or some stupid shit.
Yeah, let me use the restroom real quick. Be right back.
Okay.
Lawyers, and then Piper, my sister, apparently lost her or got her bar like suspended for some reason, and no one would tell me why. So she can't even work, and she was done pickup work. So there was like no one. We have Phil Moore, but that's about it. And even then, we only have him for like 2 or 3 days a week.
I can maybe see about lowering again. I I do have a case tomorrow I'm supposed to help with, so till then, I can't do anything.
I mean, I'm not gonna force you to do lawyer work. We just need to figure out how to get lawyers. Like, even if we double the pay, I don't think that's going to. Even if we double the pay, I don't think that's going to just help lawyers come around.
Hmm. You have any ideas, Wagon? To get more
What?
lawyers?
I mean, I know how to get more lawyers. Just we won't do any of them. So
It's not what we keep on doing. We just can't do them. I mean, the beta phase, yeah, we can do, but everything else is out of our hand. Like the lawyer phone, put them in. We ain't gonna pay an organization for them. And I highly doubt that LE Play would even come back. Every single person, well, every single higher up person really say, yeah, no.
I think part of the issue is every lawyer is kind of a passenger princess, so they need paralegals to do everything.
Paralegals don't want to be paralegals. They want to get their bar as soon as possible, even if they don't have any ever done a cell rep or anything.
Yeah, I had to fail somebody who took their bar earlier.
Who was it?
It was a cop or a potential wannabe cop, Ryback.
Oh, I don't think I've ever heard of this person before.
Yeah, he said he wanted to take the bar because he heard it looked better when he applied to the police. And
I
he
mean,
knew
it
his case
does.
law. Yeah, but he knew his case law and stuff. But anything to do with lawyer, anything, he was lost.
So, well, I mean, that's enough for be a cop at least.
Yeah,
know
but
your
not to
case
get your
law.
bar.
Yeah. Like, you need to know your procedure. You need to know at least like a standard objection. Objection can always be learned in court.
Yeah, he gave me some example ones and he just listed off the names and I picked one at random and said, okay, what does this mean? And it was hearsay and he got it all the way wrong.
Yeah, I give lawyers or paralegals a nice little hearsay graph that even I use still. It's like one of those one of those line
Flow
graphs
chart.
that you start, yeah, flow chart. You start at the top and then you just slowly go down and then start branching off, depending on who it is, what's being said, and all that.
Yeah. If there's like an actual flowchart somewhere, that would be sick. Because I know, anyways, the order of those things, but some of them are some of the smaller ones are very arbitrary. But I don't know if your flowchart would list those.
Give me a moment. Let me see if I have it on my phone.
So yeah, that court case was a clusterfuck. I had no clerk, I had no bailiff. Thankfully, a cop was there to help, and there were all kind of technical issues.
Did Luna try help you?
Yeah, that's the only thing that made it more manageable. She helped with the jury selection and things of that nature. I stood there and made sure that nothing untowards happened during that process, but I let her take the reins. I spent 4 hours making a report, Tiomi. 4. The jurors couldn't. I wasted my time, Tiomi.
No, nothing ever wasted. You just so What was the problem after figuring out, or there was no figuring out, and people were just based on how you were explaining,
It was never
We can see
figured out.
our pay.
it was never figured out. I sent you the picture that I used.
Thank you. If you want to see all the evidence and shit, I made it report 13939. You can see I added them every which way fucking possible, and they just couldn't
Just for
see
justice.
it. Also, you can scroll through and see just how much fucking evidence there is.
Okay, add me personally. I'm going to look at this as civilian. So share it with me, and then I'm going to look at it off duty.
Shared. I didn't give you editability, and I only shared it.
Oh, that is interesting.
I'm guessing you can't see it.
I cannot honestly see share with.
Yeah, so if I add other sections, like here, I'll add suspects. You just saw something new, didn't you? How about weapons?
No, no.
No, you don't see
Oh.
any of these things I'm hitting?
Both 13939. No, oh, I see tags.
Tags, suspects.
Don't see suspect. No.
I think maybe the issue is shared with doesn't share enough of the stuff it's supposed to.
That definitely changed because it used to be able to. People used to be because you have to literally see them doing bench trials. I see reference.
Yeah, I just added literally every single box. So whatever you can't see is what anybody can't see, even if they're linked in.
Okay. Add me to one. Do you have a? Oh, you probably won't be able to do that. I'm gonna try to find a share with me that has a pictures in it. Let me look.
If this has been a thing this whole time, that's crazy.
Well, I could see evidence in this police report. I can see evidence. I can see lawyers. I can see share with vehicles, citizens. I can see everything for 12418.
So there
Well,
was
you don't
probably some kind of setting that I tripped when I fucking created it. See, this is why you don't have me do paperwork. Like I'm ready to throw up my hands over paperwork. Really, it's that bad.
Hmm.
Okay, let me just try something.
Do you think it has something to do with there being like 86,000 pieces of evidence?
Was there that much evidence before you shared it with everyone? I mean, it would make sense because it'd be messing up for
Yes.
us then on duty.
It was I created all the evidence and everything before I shared it with anybody.
And okay, let me do it. Okay, I am
If-
going to try stuff then. Give me one moment.
All right.
Well, not one moment. It's going to take me a little bit of time.
All right. I mean, if you're gonna figure out what's wrong, then you take your time. Because I never want that to happen again. In fact, I want a whole different fucking way to do this.
Have you know? I'll try to make a report with the dot thing, everything on this, but only include 2 images. You can always delete it later. And then just add me as the only person.
So step by step, reports, +sign, title of report, Testiomi, report type, report. Create report. Would it have anything to do with me marking it as private before I added people?
Is it still marked private?
I don't think so, but mine doesn't like update.
Okay, just keep yours on private. Once you add a couple images in, and then we private afterwards to see if that does anything. None of these images, well, I don't think any of these images are private. There's no way all of them would have been.
All right. I added you 13991. It's called Testiomi.
And you have images on this?
Yep, both pulled from my phone. Images uploaded myself from screenshots that I took on the MDT.
Now, is it report private or not private?
I had hit private before I start. It says now, if I highlight it, it says unprivate. Would you like me to hit that button?
Yep.
I hit the button.
Yeah, nothing changed.
Maybe it's one of those things that if you start it as private, it stays private no matter what.
I mean, I still wouldn't just I hide the images or anything.
Well, this time I won't hit the mark as private button.
Just delete this and then do it without private.
All right. I did the same thing, except I didn't hit the private button this time.
The new one, 13992.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Why don't you try to create one, and either I or Liz will clock off duty and see if, I don't know, maybe I'm fucking something up.
I'm going to add a evidence that did not come from you, and I'm going to use one that did come from you.
Okay. Some of the evidence and the ones that I had made originally came directly from police reports with the add evidence feature.
Okay, added you too.
I can see both of them.
You can see both evidence.
Yeah. Well, I can. Hold on. I'm stupid. I'm fucking clocked in. I cannot see the evidence.
I guess people can't see DOJ evidence, but we can see police report evidence. Okay, I'm going to delete this then.
All right. I'm gonna let you figure out how to do all that shit. I'm so very cooked.
Give me one moment. Let me show you a thing you could probably be able to do.
So, Tiomi, just to give you an idea, it took me 4 hours to get all those screenshots. If it involves anything where I have to do something manual, please, for the love of God, no. I will never, ever, ever do a phone subpoena. I can promise you. I don't care if I get impeached. If it's anything like what I just dealt with, never, ever, ever.
Pull your phone out. I mean, that is an idea.
Let me
Just
see.
share with, just look in your, your album. And it's a Eugene case.
Yeah, so I had started doing it that way, but I stopped halfway because I was like, oh, they can just see all the evidence on the MDT instead of creating an album. I'll add you to the one I was making.
Give me a moment. Blanchard calling me. Hello? Hi. Hi. I didn't deny anything. Why? The one that you told me to hold off on? Which one you want me to look at? Oh, casual now, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had edit access to the other one. I still could not add that report to it. The phone subpoena. So we have no clue. I have no clue what's affecting it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't for some reason. Okay, let me look. Yeah, I don't see any photos.
In the shared album, you don't see any?
Oh, I was to talk about this
Oh, sorry.
subpoena thing. Let me look at yours real quick, Wagon. The Jury 471?
Yep.
Yeah, I could see all those.
Yeah, that's how I started it. And then when I put it on the MDT, that's the issue.
Oh, yeah, the album thing, Wagon, probably will work. I don't think you're going to have, it probably won't work for big cases, but for small cases, that should be fine.
I'm ready to just go to sleep. I think I'm in a grumpy mood.
You can go to sleep, Wagon. I'm not going to hold you up. I'm not going to tell you can't.
Well, I kind of wanted to stick around to see if there was a bench trial or something interesting to watch, but the more I speak, the more I'm just sounding like a pissy little bitch. I'm just gonna fucking smoke a cigarette.
Okay.
You know what? I'll be back. I'm gonna go to my fucking office and smoke a cigarette. Fucking fishbowl in my office with a cigarette.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I was looking at this to figure out what the problem was. The main thing I think was probably the problem was this right here. That doesn't look too good. I don't think you can pardon people, like a huge group of people like that. Um, other than that, I'm sure there's some other things wrong. Just not aware.
Hey, my man.
Hey,
Hey, is there any judges available?
uh, there was, but I'm not sure if they're still available. I can look. What do you need them for?
I just had a question about a certain law they have at currently. That seems a little unfair.
What's your question?
All right, so the whole situation is I'm a tow truck driver. I got a flatbed tow truck. You know, they're pretty big tow trucks, right?
Mm-hmm.
They really can't fit in any parking spot in the whole city almost. There's maybe a couple parking spots they actually fit in. And I took it to Harmony Repair to get it repaired, or not repaired. I mean, I'm sorry, upgraded. Upgraded. And when they upgrade the vehicle and they install a transmission and an engine, they got to put new gaskets and sealant in there that has to cure for 24 hours. So you can't start the vehicle, you can't move it, you can't do anything with it other than push it once they put, the new parts in it. So I left it there at Harmony after spending 50 grand to upgrade it. And they, of course, at some point they got busy. They had to push it out of the garage and push it out to the parking lot. And of course, it doesn't fit in any spot. So it was sitting out in the parking lot, and I got a parking ticket for it. And I don't think it's right that I spend 50 grand on an upgrade and there's no solution or no way to say, hey, this guy's vehicle, he can't move it anyway. So,
Well, if you have evidence that they moved it to that parking spot, then they would be liable for the parking ticket
well,
you
that's
got.
the thing. it would be illegal parking regardless, no matter where it was at, because it's so big it doesn't fit in any parking spot.
If they were working on it and they moved it out, then it would still be the onus on them because they moved the vehicle.
Well, I have a feeling that this is going to happen to multiple tow truck drivers when they're getting their trucks worked on. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right.
I mean, I believe, not sure if the on the parking lot or not, but if it's a private parking lot, then they can just tell the cops to fuck off if they
I
try and ticket
know
people.
traditionally, because I tow, I kind of know the rules. Yeah, there is no private
You
parking
do not?
lots.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was about to say. Thanks, Naomi.
Yep.
I knew
I
that.
don't want anyone getting in trouble for that again. Hello.
But I thought the judge might want to hear about it because it's kind of screwed up that I go and I spend 50 grand to upgrade my truck and then I get a parking ticket too.
Well, you hear me. It's only this.
I mean, I would suggest just challenging the parking ticket if you believe it's wrong in that sense.
I believe it is wrong, but it's also a $125 ticket. So I kind of wanted to speak with a judge about it. But
Well, that's where
it
you
doesn't
challenge.
seem like they.
You challenge the ticket, and then the judge rules on it. And if a judge rules that it's not valid for that to happen, then any time in the
So,
future.
When would I challenge a parking ticket? Is there open court or something?
I do not believe there's open court at the present, but you'd probably have to speak with a lawyer, and then they'd be able to help you with that.
Yeah, the lawyer told me to fucking come here. I called a defense attorney first to ask him this, and he told me that I had to talk to a judge.
I don't know. You need to talk to a judge about this.
I don't know either. I don't know what's wrong with the defense attorneys in this fucking city.
I would suggest just trying to find another defense attorney who's willing to, take it for you to court and see if something can be done about it.
All right. Well, thanks for hearing me out. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Sorry I can't really do anything, but yeah.
Hey, it's all right. It's all right. It's a $125 ticket. Honestly, I was just gonna pay it and say screw it.
Yeah, I get it's kind of annoying though to get a ticket for it.
But if it's they kind of want me to push it, so I don't know. But I'll talk to another defense attorney and I'll see what they think.
Yeah, I think you should go and do that.
Yeah, I will. Wonder if I do. Are they handing out paychecks to tow truck drivers yet?
I am not sure about that.
Nope. Damn. All right. Well, thanks for hearing me out. I'll speak to another attorney. Hopefully, you guys have open court or something where I can bring that up too, because I don't think it needs like a full trial.
I'll see about suggesting it to the judges to see if one of them might be open to that.
Yeah. How long do I have to pay this ticket though? A week, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, it's gonna be overdue soon. Would it be like pleading guilty if I went and paid the fine?
No, you would be reimbursed if you were found the ticket was to be thrown out.
Okay. All right. What's your name?
Liz, L-I-S, Liz Pajek.
Oh. Hey, all right. Thanks. I'll go check that out. Probably just go pay the fine now because I don't want to get overdue fines on top of this.
Yeah.
All right. I appreciate it.
Yeah, have a good day.
You too. Have a lovely day.
You want me to take this real quick?
Hold on, let me. Thank you.
It's about to go bad, like right now.
What?
you.
You're welcome. Okay. Need to go get some food. Quickly.
You work for the DOJ. You say you don't know anyone from the DOC, but what's your best guess if if I could find somebody that works
You
for
gotta
them?
talk to Gary.
Gary?
Gary.
I don't know I don't know who that is.
He works here.
Oh, I haven't seen him work here. I've been working here
big-
all week, every
He's
day.
a big buff guy. I haven't seen him in a few days.
Oh.
I can give you his phone number.
Oh, really? That'd be great.
Yeah, he's the warden.
Okay. Let's see here. For a couple, you said 4 of them. That's 60. That's 240, and then an extra fry. I'll tack it on for 20, so 260. Would you like to set a tip today, sir?
Sure, around at 300.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Let me put your fries in the bag. Oh yeah, I just want to make sure I got all of them. Let's see here. I don't know why I'm having a brain fart at mass. Okay, 9. And then your Dr. Keplers. Alright, sir, you're good. You're good. Just swipe that card.
All right, thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good day, sir.
You too.
Hello.
You want to have me his phone number?
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh wait, actually.
Yeah, he works here, but I haven't seen him in a few days.
Yeah, I haven't seen him here at all. You say he's a big muscular guy?
Big muscle guy.
Good.
Okay.
Give me your phone number first.
Oh, we gotta do that in order to share someone else's phone number?
I'll share it, yeah. Or
Does work like that. Great.
That's
Wasn't sure if it did.
Fine.
Yeah.
Forgot to restart the recording whenever I got the thing, but oh well. I remembered it. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. And remember, life is sacred.